There's two stages to this. Well, there's actually three. There's the stage that you're actually in right now where you can pick up the colors, you can pick up the symbols, you can pick up the letters and numbers, but you don't see the room in real time. And then the second stage, which people can spend, a while at, is where it overlaps a bit. In other words, from time to time, you will see the room. Like you'll have maybe a 3-second video clip where you look around and my goodness, you can see the room, but then it disappears again. And probably the reason it disappears is because we get excited. That's a left brain function. And as soon as you get excited,
Diego comes up.
yeah, Diego comes up. So this is a real problem because, of course, it's exciting. And of course, your brain fires up and has all this things that it wants to say to me, the teacher. But as soon as you are getting involved in an intellectual conversation, you just moved out of your right brain and it shuts it down. So in some ways, it's better when the participant has an experience to just enjoy it, go with it, and tell the instructor later. You will have various different experiences, very strange and interesting and incredible experiences, Rob. You'll find in general, at least at the start, for the first little while, that your brain will come to believe unconsciously that this is only something you do with your instructor. Mm-hmm. For example, many of the children that are learning, they can only do this when they put their mask on. Because their brain believes, unconsciously or otherwise, well, this is something I do with my favorite teacher. This is something I do with my blindfold on. So the brain becomes conditioned, and you will find that to a certain extent yourself. I did with Wendy when the two of us were practicing for a couple years, is when I practiced on my own, it was very difficult for anything to happen. Now, sometimes it did from time to time. But when I was with Wendy and she was guiding me through, everything happened. So don't be disappointed if you try to do this on your own and not too much happens, Robert. That is normal. And over time, once your Mindsight is working well with me, it never hurts to try on your own. Over time, we will transition you off of the instructor. Like, the instructor is kind of the person carrying you, but the instructor, just like Mother Bird, has to eventually push the bird out of the nest. And the bird has to fly on their own. When you're in the session, you are a passive observer. You are following along, and your Mindsight is more likely to open up when we get you into that relaxed state, almost a hypnagogic in-between state. Now, when you're on your own, it's more difficult because you are directing with your left brain everything that's going on, Rob. There's a difference. When you're with me, you simply let go and you just be a passive observer and you follow. You're not the person running the session. You're not being assertive in terms of like arranging everything that's happening. When you practice on your own, you are operating mainly from your left brain. You are arranging everything and you're the boss. And as soon as you
that's a great difference.
It is. And as soon as you are acting from that point of view, your Mindsight is like, well, I'm here, but I can't get through the wall. Robert is so strong with his left brain and organizing everything. Here I am waving at him and he can't even see me because the wall is up. So you can practice on your own, but you have to be very careful to try to keep yourself into a very passive observer status so that you're not being too headstrong with your left brain, because that gets in the way 100%. So many times when we're going through exercises, you will get the card even before I pick it, Rob. The Mindsight has that ability. It has the ability to go back in time. It has the ability to go ahead in time. It has the ability to come to my desk and look under my computer. It has the ability to look under your desk, to look around your room. But we specifically are interested in the ability where you will be able to see directly in front of you and looking around. But like anything else, it's a feedback loop. I will continually say, Rob, I would like you to have your Mindsight look in the here and now.
Yes.
Not 10 seconds ago, not 10 seconds in the future. I want you to look with your Mindsight in the moment now. And what is directly in front of you on your screen in this second, in this moment. So it's a feedback loop that we are always trying to close, because you could learn many other things, but our goal here is for you to be able to see in real time. We have to treat the Mindsight as if it's the little boy that's inside you, and we have to play games. We come up with creative different things, and you will notice over time that when we do that, it lights up. It really gets engaged, and because it's having fun. I'm holding 2 dice, 2 of those foam rubber dice in your screen, and there's 2 different colors, Rob. It could be green, blue, yellow, or red. Any of those 2 colors. Have the intention and know that your Mindsight is always seeing. We just have to move out of the way with our left brain and let go and be a passive observer. That's all. And what 2 colors?
Blue.
Let's start. Yes, blue is correct. Very good. I have one of the cups. These are beer cups. They're plastic and they have a color on them, and they have little ribs on the side so that when you hold them, your fingers don't slip. The inside of the cup is white. So it's white plastic, which has been painted a color on the outside. Send your Mindsight in real time, in the here and now, to your screen in front of you, and let your Mindsight go back to yourself and report to you, and you report to me what color is in your screen.
Blue.
Yes, it's blue. Very good. I'm holding a number between 1 and 10 in your screen, Rob, and it's a white card on a black background. And on the white card is a number. It's this one here. So look at my finger, my index finger pointing up at it. I'm tapping the number. So we're directing your Mindsight. This is the number we want it to see. And I remember we played the piano last time. We pretended to play the piano. So go ahead and do the same. That's just to distract your left brain, to keep it busy. What Claudia does is she has her knitting, and she's doing her knitting the entire time. We may come up with things that you can keep your hands busy with. Because,
3.
you know, people, okay, when you said 3, I'm actually going to give you that because it's an 8. Okay, and quite often when a person is learning, they only see part of the 8, which looks like a 3. So I'm actually going to give you that one, Rob. I'm going to give you that one.
And the 8 appeared too.
Okay.
When I said 3.
Ah, very good. I've got something different here. Again, it's important to always do different things. The Mindsight likes that. And these are just little plastic cups. They
Yes.
look like a small version of the beer cups. Now, I have anywhere between 1 and 5 in your screen. At this stage of the game, you'll see a very vague shape of the red, and you'll see multiple shapes. You'll see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They could be very hazy, but you will see the number that I'm showing up in the screen of these shapes. I'm moving it out of your screen. Now it's in your screen. Now it's out, in.
2.
Yes, it is. It's 2 cups. Very good, Rob. How did you see that?
I saw a form with 2 parts, two,
Okay,
two,
very good.
two bars.
Very good. Very good. That's how it works. Exactly how it works. Okay, very good.